So it begins. And here we are. This is Mono. Say hi, Mono. There you go. Right, okay, so as with all of Little Nightmares, the graphics are fantastic. Details, everything is brilliant. So what we're going to do, as we're playing as Mono, you can change the hat if you want on Mono. You just got to go to the menu for that. I'm not worried about that right now. I like the box on Mono. I like it once Mono wears a box. Okay, so we're going to speed run this as quickly as we can. Get through the game as quickly as possible. Try and avoid all traps. I'm not even going to go after the glitch characters, even though I may do a video on that. Okay, so you're going to come across some traps through the forest. So the object of this part of the game is to avoid the traps, and there's going to be a hunter who's going to try and chase you and kill you. So be a bit wary when you come to this point. As you can see, there's a rope there. So just jump over it, and then you'll avoid that. Next is some bear traps. So I'm going to push this down, and then we're going to basically drag it along and then use it to get on that ledge over there. Like so. So let's go up and up. Now you do need 6 for this game, so you will find that eventually you'll come across 6. So this bit here, as you can see, there's some wood, right? So we've got to run as fast as we can, avoiding not to get crushed. Okay, so you get past this tree, it'll stop there, and you would have made that. Then once you get this bit got me a bit first, didn't realise, but because obviously with the old Little Nightmares you like 2D, this one's like 3D, so you can run around in the scene. So you're going to find little things like this. So here we're going to use the hangman's noose to get across, and then we're going to use this thing here to get across there. So we just use this part here. Right, run across onto here before it goes up, and there you go. Nice and easy. Okay. This part here, this set might get you. Don't try and jump, you will die. Just drop down the side. Down to here. Run over to this, the broken, like, panel, and then climb up that. And then we keep going. Okay, so let's drop down. You want to bring a shoe with you for this, because what's going to happen is there's a trap around here. So you see that stick in the ground there? You want to kind of throw that in there. And oh damn it, I threw it the wrong place. Let me grab that one. Right, because there's a like one of those net traps in the middle. There we go. So, and then that gives us the thing that we need to get up here with. Okay. Right, so here there are bear traps. You can just make them out. There's one there to my left, one there in front of me. Go along. There's one that's already been like broken there, and then there's one there. So we're just going to kind of avoid them. You're then going to need this stick. So pull the stick out of the trap, because there's a trap just in the point here. A little bit further forward. There we are. Drill. Through you go. You're going to need this here stick from here, because there is more. I'm just going to keep going along and banging these until it gets rid of them. Stand on here, don't go in the middle button, don't go into that little gap bit there. And then we're going to grab these and throw these in there. You want to kind of throw them around a little bit. So you get rid of all of them. There we go. I think that's all of them there. Right, so here we're going to run and jump over there. And then don't be worried about this part. Obviously the thing will fall down and get better up there. And then we are coming up to the house. So this is where we're going to come and meet 6. Nothing too much to worry about in this little area here. You climb up and jump through the window. It doesn't matter if I'm on the floor, you can go on the floor if you want. Just doesn't really matter. Go through the door. Through this door here. And down the stairs. And you hear a music box playing. And that is our friend 6. So what we need to do is we need to go through here, and there's an axe here. You're going to need this. So we need the axe. Obviously it's a bit heavy for mono. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Use that to chop the door. And break the door. We don't need that now, so just leave that the way it is. We're going to meet 6. Who's hiding under the table. Screen it. Come save him, and he hides under the table. A little bit wary. So obviously this is before 6 gets his Mac. Right now 6 is actually a nice character. A little bit scared, but calm mono, let's go. Right, so now we're going to go and catch up with 6, and he's going to kind of lead the way out of the building. So 6 is gonna follow 6 upstairs. Out the window. So in a minute, what we're gonna do here. Oh yeah, so this is where the first time you'll do something together with 6. So obviously it's too high. You need to be a bit heavier. So Mono goes over and jumps on 6. Grab the there, and 6 will grab onto you. Down comes the stairs. Now this is where you can get your first gnome, if you want to. I'm not worried about that. So you can chase the gnome around. It's a bit messing around. But now we need to push this. So we're gonna wait for 6 to come and give his hand. We need that key from up there, but we can't get it. We need the adding key to, like, the axle key. There you go. So this is where, like I say, the first gnome is you meet along the way. If you want, you can get that now, but just follow it when it comes out. Just follow it around, in a second. You'll see him in a second. This gnome suddenly appears. The little gnomey man. But we're not worried about that. For some reason he's not dropping down. There we go. Right, so he's going to twist that. You're going to jump up there. And hold on to that. Oh, no, didn't appear. Okay, got the key. Actually, maybe it's maybe it wants to open this drawer. There you go. So that's the gnome there. If you want to chase him, you can. It takes about an extra 10 minutes to the game. I'm not worried about that. Drop down, go over to here, through the door. Right, okay, so in there's the first glitch character. If you want, you can go in there, you can get the glitch character in the toilet. Not worried, like I say, there are a few of them around. It's total of 18, I think it is, the glitch characters. Anyway, right, so this is where we're going to meet the hunter. So the hunter, you have to avoid the hunter. You're going to sneak past him first. He's going to give chase. We're just going to kind of get away from him here, as he's skinning a bear. Just wait for 6 to come along. Right, so this is where he's going to give chase. He's going to try and shoot you. So you have to use the crates out here as some sort of protection. And then what you want to do is duck and hide behind here from the hunter, or Sackman, as I call him. Sackman. He's got a big eye, hasn't he? Has he got like more than one eye? That's the question. The question is, why has he got a sack on his face? That's the question. Yeah, I'm yet to see him reload his weapon. Thank you very much for putting that away. Right, so with this bit here, you got to be very careful, because that torch, if you move him while that torch is on you, you die. He shoots you. So you have to be very. In a minute, bird's gonna fly. So there's a bird just up here. Bird's gonna fly. You stay still. And if you've got kind of vibration on your controller, you'll feel your heart beating. His little heart beating. So then you keep going along. Just watch out for his lantern. It's better to take your time here. I find it easier at first to jump here and then stop. Just keep jumping forward and stopping. It takes a couple of minutes to get through this, but it's better, like I say, you're better off just taking your time with it. It's got really bad outside ears. Right, get in here quickly. And then run. He's going to shoot again in a sec. An escape we have. Okay. Out we get. Here, Mono's going to need to hold this rope. That will then pull up the bridge, and 6 will jump across in a second, in his own time. Okay. Then what you'll do is you'll call 6, and he'll come back to you. And then you're going to run and jump across this little bit here. And he should catch you. And off you go. There we go, here's the hunter again. So you got to be careful here. Right, just run and wait, and then run again. Start climbing. You have to be quick here. If you take too long, you will get caught. So just in case you keep going through. There you go. Watch out for the little drop. So he's going to give chase here, trying to shoot you all the way along. And drop into the water and hide underneath the pier for the minute. So you can duck under the water, but bear in mind you do need to breathe. So be careful how long you duck under the water for. So now if you're careful, you can come along here. Very carefully following behind him. And bear in mind you can duck and crawl under the water as well. So you can keep moving. So you don't need to stop, you can just basically duck. He won't see you moving while you're ducking underwater. There we go, so you're going to get under that one there. There's another one bit here coming up, so we need to duck again, come out. Right, here we go. I'm going to keep ducking. I'm going to crawl all the way under here. He's going to start complaining he can't breathe. There we go. And same again. Under we go. Until we get to this bit here. So with this part here, you're going to need to push that tree down. So you're going to need 6's help. Both of you again, and then drop in the water very quickly so it doesn't get you. Same again, duck again, under the water. And up we go. Up to the top, don't worry about the birds, they won't alert him this part. There we go. Right, here we go. So this is again. So watch those birds are going to run. They're going to fly. They're going to hide behind this box. Run to the next box. And then into the building here. Where you're going to find a shotgun. So let 6 close the door. You jump up, grab the gun, pull it off. And then 6 will give you a hand with the gun. You'll shoot the hunter, and that's the last you see of him. Great, it. So that's the first part of the game completed. Show me card, take the shotgun with you, based on some of the things you have to deal with. That would be nice. Right, and then it's going to be this cutscene. So this bit I'll mostly speed up a little bit here, just basically when I do the video of this. Because it's just a cutscene where they're both on a raft, nothing really happens here. Okay, so right, so let's go up the shoreline now. Don't worry, 6 will catch us up. If I remember correctly, there's actually, this point here, you will find there is a glitch character over there. It's not there now because I've already done this. So there is a glitch character just near the TV if you're looking for it. There. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way through the game, going through windows and doors, avoiding the odd character, not massive amounts of characters. It is a lot of traversing and puzzles, and this one's more puzzles. There are a couple of normal stuff with this game, like for instance, when you're escaping some of the characters, but a lot of it, as with big Little Nightmares, the way it works is a lot of it's kind of working out puzzles and stuff, which is what really gets you frustrated, because it's like you're running around trying to figure out what to do. So if you are stuck, you're going to find you've come to the right place. Right, okay, so the first thing we need to do is this TV. We want to get that TV from there, so kick the TV off, which will help us, will take us up to the next level. Up we go. And then you want to swing across. Be careful with this bit. I usually end up making a mistake. Oh, I actually did it this time. That's fine. Cool. Right, so what can happen is if you're not careful, you'll jump to let go too soon. There we go. That'll bring 6 up. 6 is going to go up top. So you're kind of working as a team, even though you don't control 6. And same again, you're going to jump across and 6 is going to catch you. So even though you would think based on the way he just leapt across there, he would have just done it on his own. But I think, personally myself, but why do we have to have 6 up? Right, so we get across this banner, this beam, there we go. You're going to see a lot of that clothes hanging here and there. Right, okay, so with this bit here with the TV, now you will see this from time to time, and this is actually quite important for the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over and touch the TV. Okay, so just push against the telly and you'll touch it, and then what you got to do, you got to kind of, you've got to move the controller around until you can feel it kind of vibrating. And you've got to kind of like, because you're kind of tuning it in, so to speak. Okay, so this is quite a bit. This bit here, it happens. You got to do this a few times through the game, and it's very important that you figure that one out, because at the end of the game you're going to need to know how to do it. So there you go. Thank you very much for 6 for pulling me back out the telly. Basically the Slender Man lives in the telly. Okay. So here we go. And you'll find that quite soon in the game. Doesn't take too long to realise that. And there we go. Let's pull the out of the way. No. So once I first saw that, I thought we had to land on that seesaw, but no, there's actually a rope thing over here, and you're going to climb up here. And climb through. Now, be careful of the kids in this game, because they are quite sinister. There's lots of little kids running around with weird heads. They're not even like, their heads are hollow. Right, so that's basically indicating that you need to throw something there. So we're going to need to find something to throw at that window. So we're just going to run around looking for something to throw. So we pop into this room here. And here we do. There we go. Just grab a block will be fine. 6 will pick up a block. 6 tends to copy you, whatever you're doing. So he's going to pick up a block as well. And you both run down here, and then you're going to throw this at the picture. And through you go. Okay. Move that one there. Okay, so now what you need is both of you need to stand on this plank. I'm going to jump up and down on it. Try and time it together. There we go. And I know it seems a bit dark at the moment, but it will get better because what happens is as time goes by, you eventually get a torch. So let's see how fast I can do this game. Open the vent. There he goes. Okay. That's the teacher. She's quite sinister in this game. She's a very sinister character. Right, so you've got to watch out for things coming from the ceilings, by the way. Okay. Sometimes things will fly from the ceilings and try and get you. Like that. Right, these are the kids I'm on about. Now, these kids can be quite sinister. What they try to do is they try to kill you and catch you. So that's what they try and do. I'm just going to go through. Okay, so we have to be careful of these guys. Same again, watch out for anything that's falling from the ceiling. Run around the edges. That's the traps the kids are setting. So I mean, they're quite sinister people. Like there as well. You can't get through that door, so I mean, everything's trying. They're all just trying to get you, basically. You think like, all right. So you got to be careful because here there is, there is something there. So what we're trying to do is let's see if we can find something to throw on that maybe. I don't think there is anything we can pick up. No. Alright, so we've got to be careful. Okay, because over here there is one of the... There you go. Right, so... But you need that so you can get up there. No. Okay. Right, so that says duck. Stay down. Duck indicates the duck. Okay. Here we come through. Remember, watch out for anything from the ceiling. Okay, so you're going to come across your first. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky. This bit's coming up in a minute is tricky. You're going to need a hammer in a minute. There we go, the hammer's on the floor. So you're going to pick up this hammer. Okay, so they're going to grab 6. They're going to kidnap 6, take him away. As you can see, some of them got like no heads. It's just very weird. Okay, so I'm going to try and fight our way off there, and we're going to use... Yeah. Right, so this bit here, we've got to time it just right. So let's kill him first. And then we're going to walk forward. And we're going to just very carefully walk There we go. Up through the door. Right, so the next thing we're going to come across now is a teacher in the classroom. Okay, so we'll just run over here. You gotta be careful you don't get caught. If you get caught, she turns around from time to time, as you can see there. So what we're going to do, we're going to crouch down and crawl forward. We're going to wait for her to turn back. We're just going to crawl across, past all the kids, and wait here, and don't move. And there we go again. We're going through that door over there. And off we go. Right, we want this key from up here. Right, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to climb up here, and that bookcase is going to fall down. So what you're going to do, you're going to jump on the bookcase and hide in the thing over there. We're going to hide in here and let it come in the classroom, in the room. And out comes her head. This is why she's such a freaky character. Her neck's so long, and she'll just basically look around for you. This is why it's important just to wait. And there you go. She disappears. Ben falls down. You crawl over, grab the key. And then we've got to make our way back. So, right, okay, so we're going to go through here and back into the classroom. Do not go out the cupboard yet. Just wait. Wait for her to start moving. As soon as she starts moving, then you can start moving. Hopefully we can do this without her noticing. She's quite harsh, to be fair, I think. These poor kids. No wonder they're like messed up in the head. Okay, now you think you may be able to go here, but you can't. She turns around. You gotta wait. So wait for her to finish measuring or whatever she's doing there. And then off we go again. Hopefully all going well, we can get out of the classroom. Uh-oh, you've been noticed. You've been noticed, you've been noticed. Here we go. That was close. Ah, she was a close one. Right, okay, let's keep going. Right, in this room, there's a little character, and it's a bit of a pain. He is going to try and get you, and it's very tricky to get with this one because he's quite, for some reason, even if you're trying to be quiet, sometimes he still gets you, still hears you there. You've got to, it's just pot luck with this one, I think. No matter how much you try, as soon as you get a certain amount. You have to like let him fall over. Get this. And get him. There you go. Right, so Oh, we need the bar, don't we? You can't not get the bar. Well, you don't have to necessarily deal with him, but you do need to get the bar. So we're going to get the bar to break through the door. I might bring it with me. You never know. Right. Yeah, so actually, yeah, you don't need that. Right. Okay. Run and jump up there. And here we go. Right, so this bit, because it alerts her there, you need to get in that box quick and hide out of the way. Up comes her head. She's coming to look for you. She has a very long neck. Okay, so this bit here. Try and grab that bottle if you can, so it doesn't alert her again. And then leave it. Climb up. Right, with this one, you've got to push that bit of board down, run over and get in that grate. That's what you got to do, right? So just keep pushing and run forward, and then just get through. And keep going. Grab here, up you go. Climb through the vent system and down. She's going to appear again. And dropping down here. Move to the right. Up we go. You've got to be careful of the books. The books will fall down. Right, so run back. Up we go. Right, so in a minute, then I'm going to jump across the middle thing. Right, here she comes. Slide through, run. Oh, she's going to come through and try and get you. So what you're going to do is you're going to climb round. Because you attract her attention. So basically what happens is you need to drop down and stay out of sight. Up you go. And then go back around again. Wait for her to finish doing her thing. Wait for it. Go up. Jump back. And then let her go in that cupboard. And just follow through. Try and remember this part here. Oh yeah, that's right, sorry. Yeah, so in this part here, what you need to do, there's a box over there. Grab a hold of the box, pull it back, over, and use that box to jump and grab the handle. Be careful when you're going through some doors, because some doors, if you're not careful, you'll end up like falling off balconies and stuff. You gotta be careful. Right, okay. Right. Okay, so let me show you that. So you need a key for that door. Right, what you're going to need is you're going to need to deal with the chess set. So we're going to put this one on here. Up, jump, open the door, drop down, come back, grab the jet piece. Go through the door. Okay. It took me a few minutes to figure this one out, but it's actually quite simple once you actually think about it. Right, so for anybody who wants to know how it works, if we go over, do I have anything that I can use to throw up there a second? Right, so for instance, you want this piece here. You want that part. Okay. Now, behind this big painting here is actually the thing for the chess set. So, you know, over here, if you jump up here, it'll, like, there you go. So that tells you where it goes. Right, so the king go. So we drop that there a second because the queen's going to go there. So we get the king's head, drop down, put king head on here, then take the rook's head. Take the rook's head. Sorry, the rook castle. Put castle on there, and then the queen's head will go onto this part here. The light will happen, and then what you do is you jump back on. No, just put it back. Put it back. Put it back. I didn't say take off. Right, you want to jump on top. Don't worry about that. You're not going to alert anybody. Obviously, don't jump forward. No, put it. Right. Okay. So what you want to do? Put the head on there. Right. Go forward carefully. And jump and hold on to the light, and that will open that, and then you'll go into this part here, and you get a key. Very strange drawing of a dog doing a doo-doo, and then off we go again. Oh, am I on the wrong side of the door? I think I'm on the wrong side of the door. There we go. Okay, so now you've got a key. Okay, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down. I'm trying to remember what was over here. I don't think there was actually anything specific. There's a door, but you can't go through it. Right. So... in the stairs. Down these stairs. Back through. And use the key on the door. There you go. Okay, then this part down the stairs. You're going to need this trolley. Right, so we get the trolley, and we are going to pull it up to that hole in the vent in the wall. Let's keep going. That'll do. Let's go up here. We go. Hopefully it should be close enough. I think we need to be a bit more that way, a bit more this way. We're too far away from the wall. There we go. Through the hole in the wall. Okay, so with this part here, there are several of these kids in this room. What you're going to do, you're going to deal with them with the ladle. Okay, so you're going to deal with the first one on the floor, one on the cooker, one on top of the racking. Let's, don't worry about this bit here. They won't hear you if you drop down. Just creep over, grab this first. What will happen is they'll hesitate. So that's what gets you every time. Yeah. Watch out for the last one. There you go. Now what you're going to do, pick up his head. Yeah, put that on. Because you're going to find in a minute you're going to be going for a part that basically you just can't deal. You could not deal with it unless you had this head. So what you're going to do, make your way through here. Stand up, watching and avoiding them if you can. Because if you're not careful, they will attack. break your head, so to speak. If they knock the head off you, you would get noticed, that's it. So you just got to be careful of these guys. Okay, so once you go under here, be careful, because he's going to knock the pot off. So you want to let him knock the pot off first, because if it doesn't, it breaks your head, so to speak. Right, so we're going to go through here, through this door. There we go, same again, watch these ones here. They're causing trouble, as you can see. Do you kind of feel sorry for that one there, getting bullied? Yeah, they're all little tyrants they are. Okay. Through here you'll lose your head now because you don't need it. Okay. Right, so you need to hit that button there. So I'm going to climb up here. That's not what we need. We need... Up here there's a jar with a rock in it. So you're going to chuck the rock. Careful, you will miss the hangman's noose. It may take a few attempts at this one. You have to swing a few times. Same again, take your time with it. Run past this jar here, don't worry about that one. It's this jar here you want. Okay, so we're going to pick them up, throw it. Jump onto the hook. Let yourself drop down so you don't hurt yourself, and then drop down here, and then you'll find there's, I don't know, I think it's meant to be a brain or something like that through there. Here we go. Right, watch out for her. This is the teacher again with the long neck. Let her deal with her pickled heads, whatever, I don't know what these strange body parts they're having here. Okay, we're just going to wait for her to do what she's doing. Off she goes. There we go. Why are you so harsh? Right, from here we've got to go through that hatch. Okay, without her seeing me. There we go. Through the hatch. Off we go. So I'm going to run in. Come back. Go for the next one. I don't remember if there's any more. I imagine there is. So I think this is the bit where you have to go through, and there's going to be several of them. They're going to come out the lockers and everything, if I remember correctly. Got to watch out for traps. Right, so here, this part here, so what's going to happen when you come forward, there's going to one come from around the corner, and there's one from behind you. The thing is, they stop. So if you hit them too soon, try to hit too soon, what happens is you miss them and they get you. So you have to be careful with this part. Stay in the middle section, right? In a minute, there we go. So he will stop. There we go. That's them two dealt with. Okay, around the corner. Same again. Now, there's one in the locker to your left. There's one in front of you. The one in the locker first. And then the one behind. There we go. Watch out for any traps. So you have to be careful of traps in this game. Okay, so we've got 2 in here to deal with. And there is 6. Okay, so in here we have 2 of them over there we need to deal with. So same again as normal, there's 6 on the ceiling. We're going to help 6 and there's 3, 6 now. There's the first one. There's the second one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to break this bit of wood. And then on help 6 up. 6, my friend, how are you? Okay, so we're going to help 6 here. We go again out the window. So together we will open the window. And off we go. Across the plank through the next window. Right, okay, so here we go. So we need to get the piano, try and move the piano. So what we're going to do is we're going to wind this. And what will happen is the piano will be too heavy for the rope, well, for the thingy, and it will suddenly drop down into the floor. There we go. Then what we do, we both go round and we get on the piano. And as we did earlier, we're going to jump up and down the piano. There's a key, you need a key for there. Need to go through this part here, so we need 6 to give me a bunk. In we go. Right, now we've got to be careful because we need a distraction here. There we go. So we're not gonna. I know we want the key. What we're gonna do is pick up the pipe. while he's doing that, you get that, take that key, and then we're going to try and pick this up with the help of 6. So together again, like I say, a lot of this game is a lot of it's teamwork. There we go, so we've got key. Let's go. Open them up. Through the door. Okay. As per normal. Didn't have to do that after all. Do I wonder about 6 there? He's getting a bit harsh, isn't he? And there we go. Well done to 6 for eliminating it. Oh, well, you couldn't have done that earlier. Up the stairs. We're going to be dealing with the teacher again. So first we need is 6 to give us a bunk. And we're going to climb up again. We're going to knock that, move the box off of here first, so 6 can climb up. And then open the grill when 6 gets up. There we go. Very carefully go past her over to the winch. I'm going to drop a floor down. You have to do everything while she's doing stuff, so it kind of covers the noise you're making. Same again, just take your time. This is the way where we have to run as fast as we can because she's coming for us. And we just stay here for a minute, wait for her to disappear. And there we go. Now she's gone. Let's go. bendy houses, man. We're going to run across here. And look in that general direction. The random suit just standing there. Right, then you're going to get this. Now you need to both push it together and it will bring the lid down. And then you need to bring it this way. Bring up as close as you can. Up you get. And keep going. Try not to get too wet as you're wearing a cardboard box on your head. It's good cardboard. And this is where 6 now becomes 6, as we recognise in the yellow anorak. There we go. And I think it's at this point 6 starts to change, because it's like he's got the anorak on. Yeah, it's not far off to this. Okay. All 6 needs to do now is go a bit of trauma. Oh yeah, give us a bunk up, please. Here we go. Off to the mental asylum, I think this is. You think it's cool. So there's the... We're going to get to a mental asylum soon. I think this is it now. So this is... Yeah, this is it. This is where things start getting a bit weird. Right. Okay, so we're going to run along here, run through here, run through here. You'll get a torch in a second. Go on, do something. Right, this is what I'm on about. You got to be careful of doors you go through. So this one you have to be a bit you have to be a bit careful with this, because things look like they're straight on, but they're actually not necessarily straight on, so you got to be careful. And it's not so much that part, it's the bit up here. The bed looks like it's direct opposite, but it actually, you want to stick a bit more to this side than that side to clearly make it. There we go. Right, so we need this little thing here. Okay, and you're going to run along. And you're going to put this in this hole over here, where the light is. Just going to open the door, you're going to run through here, you're going to jump across, jump, open this vent quickly, and get through it before you will die. Right, okay, so this is where we're going to get our torch. We can put this on by pressing B. So we're going to need this now so we can actually see what's going on around us. And we also need this to deal with some of the figures and stuff, because they don't move once they see light. So if you remember correctly, in the first one there was these like robots that would actually no. Am I thinking of Five Nights? I'm thinking of Five Nights at Freddy's, isn't I? But like a bit like in Five Nights at Freddy's, where the light shines on something, it doesn't move, or when you look at it. So in this is the same situation. So look, if you go through here, it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's yet. But if I'm correctly, it's a bit further along. You're going to find you start using this a lot more. It's quite important. Oh yeah, it's not this way, it's this way. Come here. 6, let's go this way. Let me go through this door. Okay, we need jump a bit. We're going to need something. This can of drink. Can of drink, so you can then go over to this button. And go through the door. Put the torch on again. Right, so here's another cutscene for the TV again. So same again. You're going to go over to the TV and you're going to do the kind of tuning the telly in, so to speak. And you kind of know when you're doing it right because you kind of move forward. There you go. Go on then, Mono. Whee! I'm coming! And 6 pulls you back out again. There might be something interesting behind the door, 6. You don't know, do you? You just keep pulling me out. Pulling me back, don't you, young lady? I presume 6 is a girl, looking at the legs. I don't know. Is 6 a boy or a girl? I don't know. That's something I'll have to have a look into. Right, okay, so if you remember correctly earlier, we needed, hang on, I'm just trying to remember, is it through here first? Okay, so we're going to need a key. Okay, and the X-ray machine, how the X-ray machine works is you can see what's in the teddies. So I presume it's going to be the same. It's actually this teddy here you want. So it's not letting me pick it up yet. Maybe I've got to go and do the... Let's try and pick this one up now. Good. Right, so this is going to save some time. So as long as they don't, if it's not random, this is the teddy you need. We're going to find out. We're going to double check so going down there. Right, so what's going to happen is we're going to put the, you'll know, we'll drop that down there. Let's see if 6 does it. No. There you go. Keys in there. So I'm going to take the key this way. the teddy, the long-eared rabbit, into the lift. Come on then, 6, you bring your duck, or whatever it is that you've got. Okay, and down here there's a furnace. So down into the furnace room. Okay, and you'll find how relevant this is in a bit, but no, we don't want to go in there yet, do we? We can burn it. And 6 is like, whoa, that was my toy. Get your toy out of the way. That was your monkey. In we go. Pick up the key. Oh, it's a different fur something, you know. Anyway, let's get back in. So we got a key. Around to the lock. Okay, the lock. Here we go. Now this is where things start getting a bit weird. It does start getting weird now. Try it this way. Trying to remember. There we go. 6, give me a bunk, please. Gotta watch out for them hands. Stay clear of the hands. Right, watch out for the hands. Grab the hammer. Let's deal with the hands first. Yeah, just don't mess around, man. Maybe 2. Oh, so not. Yeah, so watch out for the hands. No, I think it's actually this way. Come on, 6. Okay, so we're going to need this one to open the door around the corner here. Torching. Alright, okay, so this is where 6 is going to need to give us a hand. Okay, and this is where it gets really tricky. This has got to be one of the trickiest parts of the game, I find. Because what's going to happen is this guy here is going to move, right? So him there, he's going to move after you. So you're going to turn the lights off using the switch. So as you can see, it's starting to move. Use the right joypad to keep him at bay. And there's a few of them situations like this in here. And they're such a pain. Right, here we go. Just when you think it's safe, they start chasing you. So you need to use this and keep this moving all the time when you're running around here. And run and jump through the door before they get you. Trust me, it gets hard. Like, it gets difficult if you're not used to doing it. Okay, through this wall here. Such a pain. Right, okay. Now you think that one's tricky. Actually, no, this one's not too bad. Okay, so with this one, jump up, turn on the lights. Don't worry about that for the moment. Grab this here, and there is one of those glitch things behind here. You can see there's like a little hole in the wall there, so you can go and get that if you want. You want to use this to your advantage. So this is to block off the mannequin that's going to chase. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it in front of the prison door. So what you got to do in a minute, there's a mannequin in a wheelchair. You need the mannequin to get up. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to, we'll leave that there. We're going to pick up this bar of soap. It's about who's being the bravest. In the shower. Open that up, right? So we're going to turn off the lights. Let's put my torch on for a minute. Turn off lights. There we go. Right, so this mannequin is going to chase us. This box is going to slow him down. Okay, so this mannequin in this. There we go. Oh, I'll put it here. There we go. And hopefully he won't be in the way. I can move this box that way. There we go. I'm going to get this, push it back to this door. And what you need to do is kind of jump on the arm and then onto the windowsill. There we go. I told you it's really hard, very tricky to do that part. It is such a pain. Right, okay, so what we need to do now is that thing up there. I'm going to jump up, I'm going to pull that switch, I'm going to electrocute this, and then the fuse is going to pop out. We're going to grab the fuse, and then we're going to chuck this in that little tray there. He will then in turn 6 will then grab it, put it in the door. We grab that back. Not jump. We're going to grab it. Don't need that anymore. So grab the other one. Let me go back. And then 6. Put that in there. 6 will do that one. And then we go into the lift. And that's how you do that part there. A little cutscene going down in a lift. We're going to do some more hands now. There'll be 2 hands here. The other one's trying to break out over there. You're better off dealing with the hands, don't worry about the door, you'll help 6 in a second. That, and then you go nice and simple. Right, this is where the big guy's on the ceiling. Okay, so, and you're going to be doing a bit of running in a second. So, what we're going to do, go in under here. Watch out for him. He's doing. And try and creep by the guy if we can. We don't want him to see what we're doing. He'll now come into this room. Just wait there. He's going to inspect the mannequins on all these beds. He's going to start inspecting them, checking that they're okay. Some strange reason, I don't know why they wouldn't be okay, as they're just not real. They're just mannequins. So there's a door. So this is the bit where you're going to have to run in a bit, because there's a door that you've got to get a block and throw the block up, and as soon as you throw that block, it makes a noise, and he hears and he comes chasing you. So you have to be quick. Okay, the block you need is actually over here. So let's just kind of move along here. Wait for him to move so I can go and get the block. Right, so while he's out of the way, quickly run over and grab a block. Make your way back without him seeing you. And be careful not to get caught. And get ready to run in a sec, because this is when it's going to start. He's going to chase you. And he's fast. Trust me, he's fast. Just because he's a big guy doesn't mean he's fast. Doesn't mean he's not fast. Get yourself ready. Right. Start running straight. Go right down to the very far corner. And hide just there. He will then go into the next room. I love the fact that 6 just runs in afterwards. Okay, let's go. And then we're going to climb up here. For some reason, you know what, I've even tried to climb in before 6, and 6 still manages to get up there before I do. Okay, let's put a torch on. Right, so you go watch out. His hand's going to come up the fence, but I don't think he actually necessarily grabs you here. I think they just basically appear because he's kind of climbing along the ceiling. as he does. Here we go. And drop down into here. Turn the torch off. Run along. Okay, so this part here, what you want to do, grab this door, bed, pull it out. 6, what you're going to do, you're going to jump inside the bed. 6 is going to close the drawer, and then you're going to jump out the other side. Over here. You're going to pull out the cadaver tray. Pull this out. Don't jump up there yet though. Run over to here. Around to the other side here. Pull this one out. Put it up. Jump up on top of that. And then jump up and grab that one. There you go, because you're going to need that. Right, so now you've done that, what you can now do is jump up top. Jump from this one to that one. Jump from this one to that one. Over you go. Let yourself drop down onto here. Okay, from here, you're going to run and jump over there. There we go, up here. Up there. And that's so you can get that key. From here. Pick up the key. Jump down. Off you go. Back in the drawer. Drop down. 6 will pull you back through. There you go. Put key, run over, unlock the door. Simple as that. Nice and simple, innit? Right here. Right, okay. So this one on the filing cabinet, up you go. Doesn't matter which side you climb up. As long as there we go, climb up. Run over onto the bed, onto this bed here. From here, jump over, up you get. In you go. Climb up this ladder. Really, I think it's amazing how these vents have got little tiny ladders in. But, hey. Right, okay, so you're going to need another one of fuses. No fuse. And the fuse, well, you got to deal with this guy again. This is where he's going to give chase. Sorry, this is the one where he gives... like, proper... Right, we're just going to wait here a second. There you go, he's moving. Underneath the table. Stay in the shade. Wait for him to do what he's doing. Same again. Ooh, just chop that leg off that thing, yeah. Wait for him to do what he's doing again. Like I say, a lot of this game is just patience. It is just patience. I'm going to wait here for a sec. Hopefully 6 will get over there. Here we go. Right, so we go up here. Climb up top. Okay. Drop down it. Run over here. Under the bed. Don't know what he's doing. Let's go. Right, this is where the proper chase is going to begin. This guy is going to properly rush after you. Yeah, so you have to keep going. You can't stop. Right, here he goes. Here he comes. And why did he slow down like that? Doesn't help that something's in his way. Right, so in here we get into the furnace. He's going to give chase. We're going to duck under. We're going to get away from him if we can. Hopefully he won't get. So there we go. Close the door. Up. Turn the furnace on. And that's it. That's him dealt with. You don't have to worry about him now. Let Six up enjoy his little fireplace. Let's go, Six. You don't have to worry about him now. There's basically a bar at the bottom. You have to pull it out of the way. Yeah, I'll push it out. Push out of the way. Never figured out. Right. Anyway, here we go. Another video cutscene. Right, let's carry on then. So let's put on our light. Go in this room. Go in this room. It's a lovely place to be, this. All just quite happily sitting in their chairs. Mannequins with no heads. Out in the rain again. Out in the rain again. Right, okay, so that's another major part of the game complete. As you can see, there's a lot of tellies everywhere. I think maybe there's some sort of like television depression going on. People just jumping out of windows. Look, people just jumping off the top of buildings and, you know, they've just had enough. They're depressed. There you go, Six. Look, that guy there is depressed. Maybe just doesn't like the TV show. Maybe, you know, if they actually put something decent on the telly, then people might not be upset so much. Right, here you climb up the ladder and you're going to jump across. So once you get to the top, only Six will catch up. Door handle. Or do I always have to go first? I mean, this is today's society, isn't it, really? All watching TVs. Right, here we go. Let 6 put you off this part. As sometimes, once he goes to the ledge, you might go to jump too soon. Right, so I'm going to go through here, go up here. Through and down. We need to let 6 out. So we need a key. And the key is in this drawer. So 6 of you like to stand there, please. Thank you, my assistant. I did that one wrong. Right, 6 of you stay there for a minute. Same again. Up we go. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to be on the lift. Okay, so I'm going to get 6 to come here. There we go, go on the left. Okay, and there we go. Through the door. And let's just keep going. One building next, feel like Batman. Batman. Right. Here we go. We'll help your brothers. Oh, will you stop jumping and just climb? So we're climbing up it. With 6. So 6 is going to give you a bunk up to here. So don't try and jump across. 6. 6, can you just 6, will you stand there please? Okay. And then, oh sorry, wrong way. You're going to then winch 6 across. Like so. And you jump down. And 6 catches you again. Still being nice. Let's see. He's 6. Come 6. Follow me. Let's go. 6, why are you standing there like that? Come with me. In through the window. In for a penny, in for a pound. Right, you have to be quick here because the building's starting to collapse. So you have to run. Oh, and there you go. Torch is broken. Can't use torch anymore. Cheers. Broke my torch. Can't shine lights on things anymore. And conveniently so. It's as if we were meant to lose the torch. Watch out, that SETI could not be safe. It might not be safe. You need to move out of the way, my man. Let's keep going. Come on, 6. Get over here. He's a monk. Here we go again. To the TV. With my TV powers, the powers of TV. Here we are again, getting closer to the man. So in behind here, yay! I want to be free. I want to be free. Free. And lo and behold, inside of here is Slenderman. There he is. Is it Slenderman? I presume it's Slenderman. Okay, so now you got to deal with this guy. And you think, ooh, that's it. But no, he's coming. He's coming through the T. He's coming to get you. 6 is trying to tell you. She's saying, look, get up, quick, move. Move, Sandman, he's coming, look, see? He's messing with your brain. Run. Let's go. And he warps. So if you're not careful, he will. And you hide. And you're thinking, yes, we escaped him. But lo and behold. No, 6 moved. 6, you should have stayed hidden. And Slenderman gets 6. Ooh, and I think it's at that point, yeah, that 6 becomes bad. This is like, it's like he's ripped her soul. the soul's been, like taking the physical body but left the soul's just there and fragmented. Okay, so Prol 6 has been taken. We must go and have a look for 6. Where do we go, you say? Where do we go? There's only one place we can go. To the telly. So now you have to start using the tellies to get around. So this is like all this weird eye stuff, which you'll find out a bit later. So every time you go for one of them, it'll break. Okay. Up we go. Right, so you've got to be careful not to turn off certain TVs. I'm trying to remember, is it through this TV if I remember correctly? There you go. Right, so you gotta be careful, yeah? Right, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna use the winch to winch the TV over the other side. Yeah, so but you'll see what I mean. You'll get a remote control shortly, and if you're not careful, you could end up turning off the wrong TV. Yeah, so, and then you get stuck. So, look. From here over to the hook. Took me ages to figure out how to do that. You have to like not let go of the grab and then just jump. Press the jump button. I thought you had to let go of the grab at the same time. Okay, so we've got TV over here. There's a telephone. There's your remote control. That's your remote control. You want that now? Right. Now you can turn on TVs and turn off TVs, so you can get around areas. Right, so you got that one there. Across. Jump down. Turn telly on. Okay. Pull the trolley out. Right, okay, so we're going to go into the TV, and hopefully we've done this right. You go from here, and come across back here again. Back again. And now you should be able to get across. I mean, I think it's really convenient that they put all this stuff here. What is post? Do you think this is the mail room? Or was the mail room? Yeah. Drink some coffee. through the door. Okay. So, here's the thing. You need to get her away from the telly. Was it this one? Or was it... First things first, let's go this way. Because you need to turn on this telly. So that's the first thing you need to do. So let's turn this telly on. Well, there's Mr. Slenderman's hat. Creep back in here. So she's going to be looking at that one. There we go. Let's turn off. Oh, it won't turn off. Okay. So same again, climb up. We're going to go and hide over here. He'll suddenly run over to that TV, fall off the edge. Come back down. Whoa! See how close that was? Could have died. And these are the people you just saw that were just falling off the buildings. It's like something's down, it's not the TV's doing something to them. Same again, put the TV on. Push TV off. Here we go. Through here, back to here, against the telly. Watch out, once you jump out. Hold on to the ledge, pick yourself up. Right, so this floor is wet. There's a lever up here that basically, when you pull it, electrocutes the floor. Okay, so let's turn that back off. So, through this door, there's one of those guys, and he's going to give chase. So you've got to time this really well. You want to let him do his thing first. And run. Whatever, got that. Pull across. Kill him. safe. And off we go. TV on. Okay, this took a couple minutes to figure out this one. There we go. Straight through here, through here, through here, through here, through here. So if you're mistaken, there's a door to the left, and you think, oh, I've got this one at the door, but you don't. What you gotta do, grab this case, drag it across. Up here. First of all, put the telly on. Then let's drop that on there. Let's go. So what you're going to do, drop on there. Quick run over, touch there. It's got to be on the way down. Can't be on the way up.
Are you playing this one?
No, this is the
Second one.
yeah. I'm doing the as fast as I can. I'm just trying to remember how to do this bit. That goes down. Oh yeah. So you have to do it on the way down. So up here, there. Yeah, I'm doing like a walkthrough though. Run through here, jump on them there. As he's going down, run over to here, and you're in the floor. There we go. Took me ages to figure that one out. Get over. I'm trying to remember, do I need this? Yeah, oh god, it's because there's a doll in the way. Right, okay. Yeah, this one was tricky. This one's tricky. Right, so from here, you go over there. Up here. Come back. Way over here. There you go. Now it's safe to walk on. That was fun figuring out. Oh yeah, the TV's broken. Oh, you want the stall? Around here there is a trolley. Use trolley. Move round. Hello, this place for Jackie. You just bored?
No, I want to stretch my leg before I went bed.
Okay. I'll drop this down here. Up there. That'll roll across there. You go in here. Up this way. I tell you what, this whoever owns these buildings needs to have a word with the landlord. Okay. Now I'm going to go with the trolley. I'm going to drag it around this side. Yeah, look, Nightmares Freeze out soon.
Oh yeah.
30th. Where?
Forgot it's not actually out yet.
Yeah, 30th of January.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's good time. It works out good time. Right, so you want to test this bit to make sure you can reach that before you even attempt to put the power back on.
Test what are you talking about this?
Yeah. I mean, you will reach there from that, so that's fine. Okay, then you're going to go back and put the power back on. Put the power back on. Oh no, sorry. My bad. Don't drop down there. From here you jump over. From here you're going to run from here. And there you go. Teddy number 12. Up and up on the windowsill. Let's go down. Right, now you're going to upset some people. And he's going to chase you. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, it's this way. Right, so they are going to give chase. So what you're going to do, you're going to turn the telly off. And run back this way. Because they're going to come chasing you. And they're going to go chasing that. And they'll see that telly, they'll stop. And look, there's Mr. Slenderman's hat again. It's actually starting to lots of references them everywhere, to be fair now. To be on, in you go. Right, once you go through, you're going to need to run because you're going to break the table. They're not too happy about you breaking their TV, are they? That's what you call close. And that's what you call close.
Move that back over there.
Okay, Jeff. You don't want to watch me complete the rest of the game?
No, good, thank you.
Ah, right, okay. Here comes Mr. Slenderman again. Actually, I drink almost again. Okay, so here we go. Let's say you're going to try and rescue 6. The Slender Man gets him. Now you need to run. Because Slender Man's coming for you. Wherever you've gone. There you go. You need to get away. And just run. Run, 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 run! And if you think you're finished yet, you got another thing coming. Because he's still coming for you. So wait here a minute, let him do whatever he's doing. Till he moves. And keep going. Okay, so what you need to do, grab the chair, drag it over. You've only got limited time to do this, so you have to be quick. Alright, drag it over. You have to be exact. Jump up. Jump up. Grab the board. Pull the board off the wall, window, before he gets there. If it takes much longer than this, he will get you. You're going to slide, fall, and jump. Climb up. Right, so. Okay, get ready because you're going to have to start running again. Right, watch out, here he comes. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop whatever you do, he's going to keep chasing. Watch the seats as you're running along. And everything else. Run, watch the seats. Jump, run, watch the seats here. If you're not careful, you get caught. Handle, pull it, and if you're quick enough, you will get away from Slender Man and say goodbye. And you're thinking, yay, I got away, I've escaped, I'm home free, and oh look, train crashes. Okay. Glitched 6 again. Six, where are you? Poor little mono. Up we go. Now what, you may think? What's going to go on? What happens here? Well, let's have a look. So, Mono's looking at the big building in the middle. And lo and behold, here he is, Slender Man. And this is where all the practice you've been doing with the tuning of the telly comes in handy. Because you've got to battle it out with him now. He's going to... there goes your box. I mean, I like the box. Why did you have to lose the box for? I don't know, Mono. But anyway. Right, so he's going to try and overpower you, right? You've got to move your control, the joystick around until you get in the right place. So where he puts his hand, you've kind of got to put your hand, I kind of figured out. There you go. Like some sort of preacher, isn't it? Go on, Mono. And there we have it. Mono is now beaten Slenderman. Is he actually called Slenderman? I'm not sure. I just call him Slenderman. Look at that, right at the door. I mean, that's called transportation. That is. Come on, little buddy. Off we go. In we go into the ominous purple, light pink. Oh, what is it? Ominous pink. The pink doorway. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We want to go into the pink doorway of doom. That's not leading us anywhere dangerous, is it? No. Nowhere dangerous whatsoever. Ooh, do you recognise this from the TV? Woohoo! And there we go, guys. That's the end of the game. That's it. It's all done. I hope you enjoyed that. Not really. I'm joking. Not really. Not really. Not really. Here we go. Right. So here comes a bit of a puzzle for you. Right. So can't go for that door. Let's go through this door over to the right. This took a little bit of figuring out. So what you got to do, you got to make your way, find the right doors to go in. Okay, and there's a hint. If you look at the way, like if you look at Mono, you can see it's like he's starting to break apart. So if we go to that door there, so that one there, if you look, you can see there's kind of bits coming off him. So that's fine. And then if we go that, no, not that one. And you have to kind of keep going through until, yeah, so that's the same again. Let's go back that one. Not yet. And the same again. Bollocks it. No, maybe not. So we're looking for the bits that come off him. I think they are. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they are. So there you go. So the bits are coming off him. So let's go over here. You just got to kind of look carefully sometimes. Yeah, you can see they're coming off him there. So there you go. So so it's not that door there. See that? So when if you notice, there's all these little bits coming up and like that, little kind of speckles. It's called these particles coming off him. So they're coming off him. So that indicates it's the right door. We're gonna go through this door. There we go, and then up we go. Okay, so go to there. Yeah, particles going through. Let's go through. Go back. Are particles coming off him? No. No. Let's try opening this door. You can actually open this door. There's a door over there, yeah? So now we've got to find the 4 door the right way to go. No. That one obviously, definitely. Check this one while we're here. And that's all you got to do to do this part. That's all you got to do this part. Just look for the right doors and you will eventually figure it out. You'll go for the right doors and stuff. There we go. And then fall off the edge. Obviously, just fall off the stairs. Right, then you gotta run, like I say, just be careful not to drop off the stairs. Right, okay, so this one here, you need to push that plank down. So I'm going to push that first. So we can find the doors we need. Let's go over here. I don't think it's that one. No. No. Try this one. Yeah, you can kind of see stuff coming up in there. Sometimes it's going back through the same door as well. Let me just double check. No. Through. No. Try this one. No. Try this one. There we go. This one. Yep, that one. Just gotta be careful, don't run off the edge and die. Right. Right, so this is where 6 becomes bad. This is where 6 is doing bad stuff, like trying to hurt you and kill you. So here we go, we come in. And what you got to do, you got to destroy the music box. That's the object of this. One is this hammer. Okay. So the 6 likes her music or his music box, but we don't. 6. Don't like music box. Okay, so now you got to run around until you find the door. So there's a, I think the first one's to the right, then it's to the left. Oh no, it's run. See, it's not going to be happy with you because you've been hitting the music box. Hide for a minute. Like, yo, brother, you hit my box, man. I like my box, man. Why you in my music box for? What I did to you, man? Destroy my music box. I like my music box and leave my music box alone. You haven't got a Mac, so you can't join our club. So there you go. So now you gotta follow 6. So what you need is you need the axe from here. So obviously 6 is trapped, some sort of dynamic state. And you just try to help 6 out here. Look, just try to help 6 out. That's number 2. Really. There's no one here. What are you standing here for? There you go. That's that window. So all that is just causing pain to 6 because she doesn't like it now. Because, you know, let's face fact, you've just, every time you've done that. I'm going to pick that up. And she gets scared. Boom. Goodbye. And you have to do it again. Right, so there's going to be a running bit in a minute. Yeah, so you've freed 6 now. He's like no longer like a huge character that you fought. But he is bad now. He's not so much bad. He's not really evil. He's just like he's bad. He's bad. So, right, so this is the bit where we have to run. See the way 6 just runs off and leaves him? That's it, 6. You just run off and leave him. See, look, you can tell 6 is becoming like 6. Look, he does try. Six does try to help, but he kind of, he doesn't even put any effort into it. He just like, he's not even trying to lift him up. He's just like, yeah, no, I'm letting you go. And that's it, lets him go, drops him down. And that's when Six becomes Six, like a bad character. The bad Six we all know and love. But not like this. And off goes Six. And here's a little thing for you. Obviously, you have to complete the game to understand this part. Right, good. So here's Mono. He's got no hat. He's lost his cardboard box. Like, yay. What is this stuff I'm on? I wonder what happened if I could just keep going. Ooh, this time there's eyes. Eyes watching him. I'm just curious. Right, okay, so I was just curious about that part. So you get to the top, there's a chair. Get on the chair, turns around, sits down. Poor old Mono. Like, what do I do now? You know, I think I should take a break. I'm going to take a seat, sit down now, I think. Just sit and contemplate life. I'm just going to contemplate life and for a bit. Should I contemplate like for a little bit here? Yes, and he's obviously been contemplating for a while, as he seems to have grown a little bit. And then, oh look, he's now like a young man. At first he was a kid, then he was a teenager, now he's a young man. Midlife, about middle age now, about 40. Sitting there contemplating what went wrong. I wonder how you can get hungry. And lo and behold, he's older now, he's getting quite old. And lo and behold, there he is. He's the Slender Man. That is twisted. That's a twisted ending. Because, like, it's as if that you need to have a Slender Man. You have to have a Slender Man. You can't, it's like, the whole building needs this character. It's a bit like in Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, where the heart of the ship must have a captain. You know, the Black Pearl. Is it Dave? No, actually, no, it's David Jones. David Jones' ship. Well, there you go. And there is the and that's how it ends. That's actually the ending for Little Nightmares 2. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a very... You're going to find it a bit of a struggle in certain places, but personally you will get there. Try not to break any controllers or computers or anything while you're doing it, as I've done. I've broken a controller and a mouse and a keyboard. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, right, so there you go. So that's the end of Little Nightmares. Like I say, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. I'm also going to do Little Nightmares 3. I'm also going to be doing Poppy Playtime and various other walkthroughs for different types of games. Any specific games you like, you want to walk through on, put it in the chat. Comment, let me know what your favourite part of the game was, and let me know if you've played it and what was the hardest part for you. Okay, so I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.